Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. Should Regis Prograis beat Devin Haney on Saturday, a series of super fights could be in store for the WBC Junior welterweight champion. Some of the top 140 pounders who can make a big-time fight with Prograis include Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Ryan Garcia. Prograis would also consider a rematch to avenge his lone career loss to date against Josh Taylor, if the price was right. But if the likes of Gervonta Davis were to be interested in fighting him, Prograis said it would have to take place at the junior welterweight limit. Nope, no catchweight for Davis. It's 140. That's it. I want to be the Marvin Hagler of my division. It's going to be 140 and that's it, Prograis said. Of course, Davis is the biggest fight for me. He and Canelo Alvarez are the face of boxing. Either Davis or a Ryan or a Teo for my next fight. Davis has fought once before 140 pounds against Mario Barrios, but now considers himself a lightweight fighter. In his last fight against Garcia, Davis enforced a 136-pound catchweight and rode to a 7th-round knockout win. Prograis can be in an advantageous position if he scores one of the biggest upset wins of the year. Many sports books peg Prograis as a near plus 350 underdog. Prograis' ability is on the brink of superstardom. A win will certainly earn him more recognition. Win or lose, however, Prograis will be fighting at the super lightweight limit for the foreseeable future. I feel like I'm going to stay at 140 for the rest of my career. This is my weight class. They can come to me, I hire a nutritionist and I start making weight his way, and it's being easier and easier, say Prograis. From 135 to 147, it's that glamour division. There are so many good fights that could be made around us. It's going to be all big fights, Prograis said. Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson both have expressed their interest in a potential fight. While Stevenson was ready to fight Garcia right after the battle with Edwin De Los Santos, King Rai called out the former after his victory over Oscar Duarte recently. In this contest, Tim Bradley, the 30-year-old, broke down Garcia versus Duarte while hoping for King Rai versus Shakur in the ring. Well, here is what Bradley said. Sick of talk, Tim Bradley hopes Ryan Garcia versus Shakur Stevenson will have a future. Recently, Ryan Garcia, ahead of the Oscar Duarte fight, called Shakur Stevenson arrogant. In addition, while speaking to Brian Custer, the 26-year-old promised he would whoop his ass if the duo ever shot the ring. At this, Shakur engaged in a banter with King Rai and informed the latter that the fighter from New York was open to facing the same at 140 pounds. In this regard, when Tim Bradley was informed about the exchange of words between Garcia and Shakur, the analyst hoped for a fight. I like it. If you're going to get on Twitter and call guys out, make the fight happen, said Bradley. I'm sick of all that talk. Make the fight happen, that's what it's all about, he added. If you can make the fight happen with Shakur, I love the matchup. They need to face each other, Bradley concluded. In the same interview, speaking of Garcia versus Oscar Duarte, Bradley in great detail explained why Garcia's last performance was impressive. Bradley praised the adjustments Ryan made against Oscar Duarte. According to Bradley, it was impressive that Garcia established the jab early on the fight. In addition to displaying subtle movement left and right, the combinations that Garcia landed were pretty damn solid. In Bradley's opinion, Ryan demonstrated good replacement. Too, he made some adjustments, which was good to see, stated Tim Bradley. However, he also added Ryan Garcia never really used his legs, still got a lot to learn. No great but a good performance, he got the knockout because of the adjustments he made, Bradley concluded. With that said, would you be interested in seeing Garcia squaring off against Shakur in the ring? In addition, do you concur, agree with Bradley's analysis of Garcia's boxing? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.